Yo, hey, hello các Time Keeper. Hôm nay tôi comeback Reverse 1999 và trải nghiệm cốt truyện phiên bản 2.0. Chúng ta đã có một cốt truyện chính bùng nổ tại phiên bản 1.9. Và như thường lệ thì phiên bản 2.0 này sẽ là phiên bản nghỉ với các ngoại truyện không liên kết với tuyến truyện chính lắm. Cốt truyện phiên bản này xảy ra ở San Francisco với ba nhân vật mới xuất hiện là Joe, một racing boy chính hiệu, Mercuria, một nàng thơ chơi hệ tâm linh, và một ông người máy 4 sao nào đó. Ở phần chuyện này thì ta lần nữa được đồng hành với cô bé người Pháp Matilda. Không biết có liên hệ gì tới Mercuria không, vì trong trailer thấy hai người đều chơi trường phái chiêm tinh. Đợt trước thì 1.3 thì Matilda được sang Ấn Độ ngắm sao với thiên thạch, khá là liên quan tới chiêm tinh. Không biết lần này cô sang Mỹ nghiên cứu hay điều tra cái gì đấy. Giờ thì chúng ta bắt đầu thôi. Một đống các update. Ok, hết đỏ chưa? Ồ, gì đây? Mercuria trailer. Có câu chuyện của Sotheby. Trước khi vào làm vài nháy ra xem có ra Mercuria không nhỉ?
Interesting things happen during night shifts. You meet a talking dog.
Đâu nhỉ? Đây, 50 lần.
Interesting things happen during night shifts.
Ok, 50 lần. Tôi làm 50 lần ngày đã. Hôm nay có main bulletin mới. Với này boss mới luôn. Boss này boss 1.8 này. Không biết đánh kiểu gì. Hồi 1.8 tôi đánh lung tung. Câu chuyện even, ok. Và 50 nháy đã để hoàn thành Battle Pass. Không biết có ra Mercuria không. Ok, rác. Đây đây. Click cư. Dạo này quay toàn lệch. Ôi, Pioneer mới này. Đây mới đúng không? Pioneer. Sau này lại có dính sơn này. Sơn này là của vụ đảo ngược hồi trước à? Hồi 1.9, 1.8 à? 30 nháy. Ồ, vãi trưởng. Đừng bảo là tôi không cần Mercuria lắm nhưng mà What the hell? Chắc chắn một Mercuria rồi. Beast Centurion.
Life is a gamble. Miracles won't happen if you just sit
Tôi
around
chỉ có
and
Centurion.
wait for it.
Ngon.
When exactly are you going to make a bet?
Và đây là chính là Mercuria. Rồi, quá easy. 30 nháy 2 năm sao.
The good thing about
Vậy
getting a
là
digital emu as your pet is you don't pay for her fodder. Just
cuộc sống lại may mắn trở lại trong Reverse 1999.
If possible.
Đúng lúc mình không cần roll để dành cho các phiên bản sau thì lại ra.
You're
Thật là
right
thú vị
on
mà.
time. I was just about to start my meditation.
Cuộc sống thật là thú vị.
Oh, Hefe, take a seat.
Lại một đống nhân vật 5 sao cần phải
During the restless nights of my adolescence,
lên cấp rồi. Cuộc sống quá thú vị luôn. Đúng lúc mình không cần thiết nhân vật này lắm thì nó lại ra.
very well.
Khỏi chấm. Vứt ai đi nhỉ? Vứt đây, cho Spatolia bay. Cho Regulus bay tạm vậy. Tiếp theo ấy đi, xếp theo thứ tự Bond. Cho Jessica bay. Cho Jessica bay tạm. Của tên Jessica. Không đây. Ok. Kiếm tí
A rainy day like this reminds me of those days when I
Broccoli.
was manning the stall.
Chưa xong. Ok. Ok, giờ chúng ta có cốt truyện thôi. 30 ngày ra được 2 con 5 sao. Quá đỉnh luôn. Đây Matilda đây. Matilda nhìn rất ngạc nhiên. Floor it to the Golden City. Có vẻ như sẽ liên quan đến disco. Disco calendar. Weekend fever. Kiểu có cái sự kiện gì có phim gì Saturday Fever ấy nhỉ. Đây có Weekend Fever luôn. Thì có Mercuria và ông Pioneer, ông nhân vật mới. Fly it to the Golden City. Đây là xảy ra năm nào đây? Sự kiện này xảy ra trong năm nào? Sau khi bị
Good afternoon, San Francisco!
Này, San Francisco.
To my Days Out junkies, my loud and proud mischief makers, and all my beautiful little heartthrobs.
Không biết là xảy ra sau sự kiện bị đảo ngược từ 1914 đến năm nào đó, hay là xảy ra thời kỳ nào?
It's your oldest and dearest friend, with the straight shooting of your father and tender loving just like your mama. It's your boy Vincent, aka the Old Ostrich.
Oh, Ostrich.
Bringing you a balanced dish of good news and bad news. Let's soften the blow with the good stuff first. The New Age market has finally gotten a little reinvigoration
market?
after the harmonic convergence.
Thời đại mới á.
Was it a sign from another world?
Cái
Or
chợ
the
này
harbinger
có
of a
liên quan đến
Mayan
lịch sử không?
doomsday prophecy? Who knows? But why worry, my lovelies? Keep those heads in the sand and your ears to the ground. Because more visitors means more money. Huge potential for young and old to make some dough. Now, to hit you with the bad news.
Tên là Golden City là thành phố vàng, là thành phố gì?
Yesterday's gangland battle stretched from the Styx all the way to the steps of the People's Palace. And it came with a particularly heavy drizzle of bullet casings to rattle you all night long. Last night, Leger Zeded and his Arcanist minions booted the Tung Ching Cham so hard in the ass that they've been driven right out of our city.
Gì?
If you're brave enough to head out into the streets, might still find a few gold teeth left on the ground.
Đây là các băng đảng đánh nhau à?
Now the sweet, naive souls among you might think that means our fair city will finally have a moment of peace. But you listen to Papa Ostrich here, kiddies. This is only the beginning.
Okay.
What Legers wants is nothing less than the whole damn city.
Legers
And I have
là
it on good authority
nhà.
where he's headed next. I'm told his aim is to make a deal with Hate Street's very own Joe,
Joe đây.
aka Jay Brown,
Jay Brown.
for a stake in that juicy New Age market pie. Here's hoping that it
Joe
goes
ai?
smoothly. But if that fails, at least we'll have some quality entertainment. Now it's time for the Old Ostrich to duck his head again, leaving you with some solid music to groove your body and shake your booty with our next track,
The
The
Golden
Golden
City. À, The
City.
Golden City là tên bài hát thành phố vàng.
Papa Ostrich. Give me a break. Anyways, what can I get you, guy?
Bartender. Để chẳng lẽ đây là chính là Joe?
Tequila.
Joe. Jojo. Giovanni Jono. Joe. Jojo waves his hand, and the rest of his gang break off into the crowd.
And
Jojo. Đây là ông này người Ý mà. Joe này người Ý, giống Jojo Bizarre Adventure phần 5. He pulls a bundle of notes from inside his jacket and puts it on the table.
straightforward. I like that. So what are you after? The waitress's phone number? Ticket to an underground boxing match? Or are you after someone specific?
The bartender's idle chatter digs under Joe's skin.
You know what
Joe-
I'm after? I'm
Joe.
after you shutting your damn mouth.
Now you shut your damn mouth. Câm cái mồm vào. Thằng kia. He yanks the bartender by the collar, pulling him in close as he grows out his next words.
Cut the smart with me and listen, because I'm only going to ask once.
Thằng này băng đảng gì có con rồng này.
Where is Jay?
That is Jay.
Get him out, then get your ass out of my sight.
Ok. Bartender chính là
Whoa,
Jay.
hey, easy, man. I'd be happy to. You gotta tip me.
Nghe có vẻ giống Jay.
That bastard owes me
Không có hình
money,
này chắc là
so
Jay.
you can go ahead and beat his ass. Throw in a kick for me.
He dropped the bartender's collar.
You better not be playing with me. Because that's a good way to get cut.
But hey man, little heads up. Jay was born and raised in Haight Street, and he knows the place better than anyone. Ran circles around the cops. It won't be easy to corner. Plus he's got a lot of friends around, so picking a fight here could go south fast. Never know who's liable to stand beside him.
Joe's eyes narrow and dart around the room, but the bartender attempts to change the subject to calm things.
You know what I say.
Good
The
times.
good times are over, so Jay and all his crew can bite the big one for all I care. Hey, and just so you know, you're the first one with enough guts to mess with him. So whether you're here to break his nose or, well, this shot's on me, bro. To you and your boss.
The bartender không phải là Joe à? The clinking shot of glasses at least break the ice as a dry goldfish grin escapes Joe's face.
You're a smartass. We need more people like you. Young guys these days. Jammed by arcades and slots, you know? These adult children living in their mother's basements. They ought to be out here begging for a job.
1990 vẫn còn disco à? Vẫn còn mấy cái sàn nhảy à? Tôi tưởng đấy là cái năm 1970. 1990 vẫn còn sàn nhảy. A heavy hand lands on the bartender's shoulder.
What's your name, pal?
It's Vern, sir.
Vern, không phải là Joe.
Put it there, Vern. Call me Gia.
Gio, Jojo. The hands clasp together in a hearty shake.
Alright. Now you point me to this J bastard. And afterward, if you're looking to do some hustle, meet me at Rouge Street. I'll take you to the boss. But
Yeah, giọng
mind
Anh Mỹ
yourself
quá.
around him, will you? The old man's been unpredictable lately. Quick to fly off the handle, you know?
Như máu.
Thank you, sir.
Chúng ta không còn nghe giọng Anh nữa mà giờ đã giọng Anh Mỹ. Không có accent Mỹ, không có accent Anh nữa. The bartender moves to speak, tilting his head to one side.
Probably shouldn't pry, but what do you want from Jay? If you want to take him down over Haight Street, you'll be disappointed. This place has got nothing but struggling folks. You couldn't mug someone for enough to catch the bus.
What else could it be? That damn new age market. Don't know what Pops is planning to do with it, but he's gotta have it. Not like I'd give a damn otherwise. What kind of schmuck does business in a gutter like this? Pops is stubborn about it. Used to be I'd have a say in private, but he don't listen to anyone now except those freaks from the Order of Enlightenment.
Order of Enlightenment. Có vẻ một cái hội gì đó
Not that I'm crying about it, but
quan trọng.
they're robbing folks who ain't got no money, kicking them while they're down.
Hội người da
Don't
trắng.
sit right. But orders orders. So maybe I'll turn a blind eye when I can.
The grin on his face goes sour, and he scans the bartender's face again.
You ask too many questions.
No worries, man. You were looking for Jay, right? That guy in the suit. Near the dance floor? See him?
Gio is already up and walking away before the bartender could finish. His followers join him as he moves, advancing like hungry wolves towards their target. The bartender drops his act, and with it, his smile turns fierce. At the same moment, the silent woman stands up on another table and makes a graceful exit.
See you later, Jay.
See you later, Jay. The bartender responds with an imperceptible nod. Biết ngay rồi, thằng bartender chính là Jay chứ còn ai nữa. Chẳng có lý gì mà không hiện mặt. Đây, nhảy thôi. Yeah, yo, yo, yo. Boom, boom, boom. The Technicolor lights cast everything in a dreamy glow. Caught in the ecstasy of the pumping music, the dancers on the floor are unaware of the scenes unfolding nearby. Nhạc này nghe kiểu muốn nhảy luôn. Ui. Đấy, nhạc disco luôn. The lead wolf fixes his gaze on his target and signals to his pack.
3, 2, 1.
Dup. On his signal, they rush to the well-dressed gentleman. Hold him down! In a flurry of action, the gentleman is thrown from his seat down to the ground. As the violence erupts, the crowded dance floor freezes, and the music stops on skip.
Gentlemen, what is happening here?
Ông Pioneer này. Gio steps hard on the gentleman's shoulder, leaning down on him. His face is twisted into the predator's smile.
Tie up his hands, but careful you don't break them. For now.
Ông Pioneer này là người máy đúng không? Kiểu là
Sure
một
thing, Mr. Gio.
Một awakening Arcanist đúng không? Một Arcanist thức tỉnh. His grip tightens, vines burning, and then không, gãy tay luôn. Tay người máy. The gentleman's hand pulls loose from his body, popping up through their grips and rolling across the floor.
What the hell? What's going on with... Huh?
Huh? An unseen hand taps Joe's shoulder. He turns his head. A heavy punch strikes him across the jaw.
That hurts. You got rocks in your jaw.
Đây chính là Joe thật. Jay shakes his bruising hand before extending it down to the mannequin.
Trust me, you're the perfect bait. You draw the fishies in like a magnet.
Mannequin à? Không phải là robot à? Ông ấy kiểu gọi nhỉ? Mannequin là mấy con hình nộm, hình nhân chuyên dùng để bait.
This is terribly unbecoming of you, Jay.
Mannequin này kiểu trong shop quần áo.
Times this is. My body may be artificial, but my soul can feel pain too.
Đúng là chuẩn awakening thật. Gio spits a gulp of breath from his bloody mouth.
You lying sack of
shit. He wipes his hand across his face, and he is held up. The leg is all swelled up beside the leader.
Not so friendly after all, huh?
Okay, đánh nhau đi.
We'll continue our conversation later, Jay.
Okay, đánh nhau. Dăm ba ghẹ. Lấp. Ồ. Có phải bắt buộc phải dùng dây không? Ok. Bắt buộc phải dùng dây. Dây là kiểu
Wanna catch a ride with me?
dùng mấy đúng không? Bơi đúng
Usually
không?
no kids allowed, but I'll make an exception this one time.
Counter. Debuff. Thế là đi cùng này rất đẹp. Có đi cùng Spatodia không? Spatodia có vẻ là hơi Ninja không phải là support. Thôi.
Duty lies with you.
Okay, đi lái xe vào luôn.
I can hear it.
Debuff là dùng gì? Ok, đấm target này một phát.
Sharp blade.
Counter. Must counter Grand Allies shield with J. Kinh, lại dùng repost.
Time to heat up the forge.
Chống ấy.
Hate Street style.
Arcania.
My forge, my rules.
Kinh, kiếm ngầu đấy. Kinh, có vòng lửa bao quanh luôn.
Body's all natural.
Counter. Ủa, là sao?
A sharp blade.
It is here. I can hear it.
Why don't I introduce you to the lady in my life?
Ui. Ui. Hóa ra là dưới level nên là nó hơi yếu tí.
I should excuse myself.
Right? Isot một hit luôn. Pop. Yell's dagger falls to the ground in a ringing clatter.
Now who's lying, Mr. Gio? You took my shot, but you didn't even break that J guy's nose. Still, thanks for the offer. Give my best to Mr. Leger for me.
Leger. Leger. Joe is beat and he knows it.
The old man is gonna like you, smartass. See you next time. We'll have another parlay. You and me.
Ok, không thành vấn đề. He falls back toward the door, flanked by lackeys.
Yeah. Run on home with your tail between your legs. Legers, losers.
Beckett là thằng nào?
Looks like he might need a dentist, because he just got kicked in the teeth. They'll be home crying into their cereal soon enough. The way they're huffing it, they could have outrun my 4-cylinder Hummingbird GR8100. They must have
Nhưng mà
missed
đẹp
their
trai là
calling.
bị
He
cháy.
ain't dentists. They're
Chắc
track
ngày xưa lại ai đốt nhà các kiểu. Nếu bây giờ làm Arcanist sẽ burn luôn. The dance hall breaks into jeering laughter. Bottles are raised and cheers made in recognition of their triumph.
Cheers to unbreakable bonds.
To unbreakable bonds.
To unbreakable bonds.
To unbreakable bonds. After a cascade of clinking glasses, the music is spun up once more, and the club returns to their dancing. The excitement continues for some time after, only being broken by the arrival of disheveled-looking young man.
Look, Jay,
Holik.
I gotta go. The shelter's gonna be closing up soon.
Ok, một ông thợ máy ở đó.
My partner at the shop, you know.
He rubs his stained black fingers across his face, shaking off some flakes of drying blood. Đây là máu không phải là dầu máy à?
He doesn't like it when I come in covered with blood. Scares the rich types away.
It's getting late. The celebratory atmosphere wears thin and tired as more people leave.
It's all good, bro.
It's all
Thanks
good,
for
bro.
coming today.
Thanks,
Is
bro.
anything I can help?
Không có gì. Jay passed his friend on the shoulder before pulling him into a hug.
You know where to go.
You know where to go. Okay. Holik sniffs, returning the hug with
Thanks,
squiz.
bro. But if you're really such a good friend, how about you spot me $250,000 or so I can buy that sweet new convertible Lamborghini
Okay.
LM50?
Lamborghini
Well, since we're
LM50.
such good buddies, right?
Đây là một loại xe à?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy.
Xe cái gì?
Right after I give you a knuckle sandwich.
See you around, Jay.
See you around, Jay. Whipping off the mostly gentle giant, the rest of the group gathers around Jay. Spirits are still high as they bask in today's victory. But tomorrow, they must get back to work. The moment shifts as the stumbling dummy drives a playful kick into Jay's leg.
Would you kindly give me back my damn hands already?
Ok,
Hey, stop kicking me. Just a sec.
ok, trả lại tay. Đây là tay người nội.
My apologies.
Hôm nay là
Where
ai?
are my manners?
Tổ chức nào?
Please don't take it personally, but I need to warn you that
Whoa, wait.
Ồ, wait.
Someone's missing.
Ai biến mất? Mercuria. The disco ball continues its spin over the empty dance floor.
Where's Mercuria?
Mercuria đâu?
Hey, Miss Sputnik. Have
Sputnik?
you seen her?
Ủa? Vệ tinh Sputnik á? His eyes fixed on the shining ball, which stops the descent from the ceiling to speak. Phải?
Oh, Miss Mercuria.
Miss
She left
Mercuria.
in a hurry, carrying that dagger those rough-type
Đúng kiểu
gentlemen brought.
giọng Nga luôn này. Vệ tinh Sputnik này. Đây là Arcanist 3 sao hay 2 sao ấy nhỉ? Hình 3 sao. Ủa? Hóa ra là ở đây à?
No, of course not.
Mercuria
She's
liên hệ
just
gì
doing
tới
her
Jay đây? Có liên hệ gì? He shrugs, looking out past the door. Grimy alleyway. Joe stumbles. He catches his breath before glancing back through the long alleyway. Shit.
The old man didn't tell us what kind of mess we were in for here. I'm not paid enough for this.
Ok. Mệt quá rồi, chạy tí đã mệt. Hả? Mikiria giả lại dao.
Hey, Gio, right?
Hey, Gio, right? Ai đây? Kinh, tỏa sáng. His stands unmoving, unblinking.
You're just giving it back?
Uh-huh.
What's this meant to be? Some kind of insult? Hey, yo, your boss runs me off. Now you're giving me back my own knife like I'm some pity case? Think I won't hurt you because you're a woman? Think again.
Bitch. Bitch. Anger overtakes his wariness of the woman, and he swings out his arm. Clink. The dagger drops to the ground as he reaches into his pocket, producing a wand.
Beat a void!
Beat a void. Ui, kinh. Sức mạnh Arcane. Sức mạnh Arcane gì đây?
What is this?
Sức mạnh Arcane thằng này à? The black arcane symbols dissolve in the air as soon as they touch her.
The color of your energy is as dark as the coal in Jay's forge. No, worse. Darker than I've ever seen before.
She jumps down from the fence and picks up the dagger.
You're afraid. But something else besides that. I see a burning energy. The embers of a home reduced to ashes. A harrowing darkness that's followed you throughout your life. When your wife and child left you. When your debtors begged on their knees at your feet.
Con rời đi.
What are you talking about?
I understand you now, Mr. Gio. Forced to live with this darkness
Mikira nhìn
inside
trắng
you.
vãi chưa? Đúng là dân Mỹ da trắng à. She seems lost in her own thoughts.
I'm sorry if I scared you, but I'm only here to return this.
Trả lại con dao. She delicately places a dagger into his coat pocket. He shivers as if hit by a chill wind.
You're a boy trembling inside this brawny shell of a man. You're too far down a path that you never wanted to set foot on, Mr. Gio.
Mr. Gio? Jojo?
If you need help, find me in the New Age market.
Ok. Hát luôn. Ok, có cả cầu disco ball. Cầu disco mang theo móc chìa khóa. She hums softly. Her step lights as she walks back from the dingy alley. The man stands place, lost in her words, until an alley cat leaps over his shoulder something. In his days, he recalls the first time he fired the gun, the blood and brain matter, and the trembling midnight he spent hiding in the bathroom after. Quẹ. Làm gì mà quẹ? Ai đã làm gì đâu? Đã chạm vào đâu? Ui, to be continue. Sao lại có chữ kiểu hình pixel game này? Weekend Fever. Đây là đường phố Mỹ, San Francisco. Bread sẽ có hai hàng bánh mì bên cạnh nhau này. Won't be amused to death. Đây là hàng nào? Cửa hàng nào đây? Từ nhà disco ra cửa hàng bán đồ ăn sáng à? Nhóm Jay, Mercury và Pioneer.
So as I take off the tire, I notice the gal. Some rich lady from the market's got a crazy look of worry on her face.
Sao? sẽ có, nghĩa là ông này là sửa xe đúng không, nhưng mà tại sao lại có máu trên tạp
So
dề
I
vậy?
tell her, break my jaw if I'm telling a lie. We're good folks here. Don't believe me? Just ask around about Jay and his friends on Hate Street.
Okay. At the bar, the drunken mechanic sways unsteadily, bellowing out his story. The diligent satellite, now serving as a bartender, hoovers clothes, wiping up spilled drinks on the table. Vãi, Sputnik lại làm bartender ở cái quán đồ ăn này.
Please,
Gì vậy?
take care, Mr. Holic. You have been drinking way too much.
Come on, Holic.
Sao từ vệ tinh Nga lại sang Mỹ làm bồi bàn vậy? Khổ vậy.
I saw this guy get a nosebleed yesterday, and he cried like a little baby. Back me up, Jay.
He jabs Jay with his elbow, but Jay fails to react.
Hey, Jay?
Jay?
What?
What?
Did they bust your head or something? You're off daydreaming while we're talking about some rich bimbo.
Sorry, Mr. Beckett. I believe Jay's present concerns may be revolving around, you know, Legère's the dead.
Legère's the dead.
Nah, way off stuff, Shirt. Take a look.
Oh,
Bombshell News. Uncovered video shows FAE used as new execution method. What will the minds of those Hollywood producers think of next?
Oh, I think I've seen
MC
images
chương trình
from
gì
this
đây?
video. From spam mail and newspapers.
Biên tập viên à?
We're still trying to identify this woman to confirm the authenticity of the video. If you have any information, please call us at 429-7234 extension 7. Up next, Homebound or Hoodwinked? The mystery of the so-called long-lost son. We turn to the story of Sergeant Howard Eden, a retired Army veteran and the stranger claiming to be his long-lost son. But is this a heartwarming reunion or a sinister story of senior exploitation? Let's...
The old television emits dying sputters of static before cutting out entirely. Mua TV mới đi.
Too bad. You know, it's good fun watching all her nonsense and sensationalism.
Hey, show some respect. Sure, that whole how woodchucks could control the world piece she did was a little iffy, but who knows what those woodchucks could chuck at us?
Alright. That Ledger's thing is really bothering me, okay? What's his story?
The drunk mechanic, Joe's awake and upright with renewed excitement.
I've heard it. Not gonna lie, kinda sick. Cops hate him, but the street punks love him. They say, back in Hunter's Point, a bunch of guys was torturing him, had him tied up like a pig, and when they got tired, they put a gun in his mouth and made him eat it. And the bullet went straight through his throat out the back of his head. But when the cops came, they found nothing but a few bloody teeth. He was gone.
Bắn xuyên não thế mà, xuyên mồm thế mà vẫn sống.
Scary, right? But here's the thing. Yeah, Legère's is a pure human. So what happened? Where did he go?
He waves his arms dramatically, animated and almost cartoonish in his performance. But his audience is less than captivated.
Mr. Holic, I think you've been watching too many of those horrible Romero movies. People returning from the dead. That's hokey cinema, not reality.
Holic goes red, unable to form any defense.
I can only assume this Legère's the dead made up this rumor himself. Perhaps so he might attract more powerful arcanists to his side. Potion addicts, smugglers, card sharks, getting them all under his thumb until he can gobble up the whole of San Francisco.
And yeah, it's been working, but not anymore. 'Cause we ain't gonna sit and watch.
Okay.
Afraid you're overestimating our strength, Mr. Hollick. Their enterprise is much more dangerous than all our previous rivals. No less so if they're aiming on partnering up with the lunatics in the New Age market.
Chợ thời đại mới này, chợ gì đây?
Gotta agree with that assessment, Pioneer. It's been days since my last session with a paying customer. Seems like everyone is joining up with them, and their energy is disturbing, to say the least. They've been poking around my shop looking for some rare sort of books and materials. Kinds I never even heard of before.
I would advise avoiding direct confrontation, Jay.
Okay.
I hear you.
I hear you. It is the rare moments of calm consideration for their hot-headed leader.
Avoid confrontation. That's the right move for sure. But it's not going to be possible. They aren't giving us a choice. The cops abandoned Hate Street a long time ago. Ain't nobody that cares about these streets but us now. Remember? That was when all those artist trailers were burnt down. After that, the rest of the diviners and such were ran off quick. It's only those loonies that have stuck around. Misguiding arcanists, making everything worse.
He looks to his friends.
We were smart. We would have left then and there. Closed up shop. Took the first bus out of the city. Ran for our miserable, pathetic lives. But then, we ain't that kind of smart, are we? But this is our home. So we've got to make our stand here, or we'll never stop running.
Okay. Nhóm này là nhóm gì? The mannequin next to him speaks, brushing his words carefully.
Please don't misunderstand me, Jay. I'm only saying this fight is beyond our capabilities alone. Should we not consider asking...
Don't you finish that thought. In fact, don't even think it.
The sharpness of his tone is clear. The idea is beyond consideration, not to be touched on, but not even to be breathed.
Look, I know what you're saying, but... I don't know, man. That kind of talk is for cowards. We don't have to get them involved in this.
You have to admit that they care about arcanists, despite all their bureaucracy. Turning to the Foundation would not be a bad choice for us, Jay.
Okay. Foundation là gì? A perfectly timed silence. From beneath the bar, the round bartender floats up as speaking.
Yes,
Sputnik là của ấy nè.
Mr. J.
Của người của Foundation đúng không?
Mr. Pioneer might be right. I don't want to lose my job because of these
Sputnik
bandits.
phải đúng không? Ồ, giờ mới để ý trên Sputnik có hình của trái đất luôn này. Vẫn là vệ tinh. Có hình trái đất nhưng mà lại ở trong trái đất, không phải phản chiếu ngoài không gian, đã chưa?
I'll be glad to bring you to the Foundation.
Này, Sputnik là người Foundation đúng thật.
Your assistance would be more than welcome, Miss Disco Ball. It couldn't possibly hurt to reach out to Paulina. Maybe she could help us with the red tape. She's your sister, after all.
Paulina. Jay looks away and huffs audibly. It's a childish, almost silly display.
No. I'm only gonna say this once, and it's for real. This is our own business. Nobody else's. And especially not hers. Paulina made her choice. She could have talked with me. She could have approached us, if that's what she wanted. She had the chance. She's had years. Not a word. She has her own life. And she made it out of these streets. She ain't coming back. She ain't even looking back. She's not that little girl tagging around us anymore. She's got fancy marble floors now. Got all that decency and good taste that she never had here.
Này là có em
She
gái à?
doesn't need us.
Hay là ai?
You think I'm gonna scrape down on my knees for her? Rather stick my foot in hot slag. At least that way I'd have one leg to stand on.
Em gái thằng này à?
Jay, please, just give it some thought. This may be the only way for all of us to survive this.
Ugh, I need a drink.
He mumbles and steps away from the bar. Crush! But as he does, a darting figure collides into him at an unfortunate angle for both of them.
Something just hit me in my
My ass. Head. He crumples over, wincing with pain. As it collapses, a handful of coins tumbles to the floor.
Shoot! Run!
Shoot, run. Tại sao? Tại sao lại phải chạy? The small boy makes a panicked sprint from behind the bar. The round bartender stammers out the revelation.
Mr. J, all the money in the bar is,
Trộm.
how is it you're saying? Gone!
Trộm, đánh nhau thôi.
Catch that kid!
Ok. Đánh trẻ con. Đánh trẻ con thật à? Vãi trường đánh trẻ con thật. Trẻ con chơi hệ ok, trẻ con chơi hệ môi trường để healing box rồi. Không có dây nữa. Dây của tôi đâu. Ok, chơi tí này cho vui. Là không dùng Spatoria này. Ui.
Boss, this kid's like a rat. He's scurrying in between those boxes. We can't catch him.
Looks like we do this the hard way, Jay. Don't blame us for breaking them. Come out, you little rat. I got my eyes on you.
Thằng này minh nhiễm với sát thương à? Ok. Nhất quyền đoạt mạng.
Anyone feeling cold?
Phát đây luôn.
Seeing stars?
Chạy như một con.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Big Kid moves to the block. The little thief, grabbing his arm something. He takes a look at the thief's face.
Ha! Knew it. Cat-Eye
Cat-Eye
Wison,
Wison.
owner of the most infamous
Wison.
sticky fingers from here to the market and back.
Okay.
Little dude, I know your dad ran off with those guys from the Order of Enlightenment.
Đây,
But why
Order
didn't
of
you go to the
Enlightenment.
shelter? You trying to get yourself hurt out here?
Lại cái hội kín gì đây?
Let me go, you big jerk!
Hội ma giáo gì đây? The would-be thief spits on his face.
Sooner or later, someone is going to teach you a lesson or two.
Chặt tay.
Don't think that arcanist mom of yours wants you using your cat eye to steal things.
Okay. Mắt mèo. Beckett grabs the boy's hand, taking his remaining coins. As he does, he reveals a gruesome cigarette burn on the boy's hand.
I know things seem tough right now, kid, but acting like the world owes you something, it's gonna bring you nothing but trouble.
Okay,
When I got my
nhau.
finger chewed up by that machine, I lost everything. I could have went around sticking up places. I didn't. Think you got it worse than me?
Mercuria picks up the coins strewn about the floor and walks over to them. She signals Beckett to let the boy go.
Hey, we gonna let him go just like that?
As he releases his grip, the boy falls to the ground. Mercuria lowers herself to the boy's level, gently slipping the coins back to his dirty hand.
Go on. Your friends are waiting out there.
Bạn nào? They look toward the door. A group of ragged, filthy children are watching them back, retreating timidly as they meet their gaze.
But, Mr. J...
It's fine, Sputnik. Let him go.
These kids lost their homes to the New Age market. Their parents deserted them. They've got nowhere to go.
Vậy là cái chợ thời đại mới này xây ra để là phá hủy tất cả các nhà này trở thành vô gia cư.
Beckett, look at them. You can't compare. It doesn't work like that. Each suffering has its own energy.
The boy picks himself up, muttering a thank you, and he walks uneasily toward the door. Before he reaches it, a hand rests on his shoulder.
Hey kid, you and your friends looking for some almost honest cash?
You mean... Thanks, Jay. I got sharp eyes. I can do lots of stuff. Counting coins, cars, finding water drops. I'm great at spotting cheats and shady dealers.
Jay passed him in a brotherly gesture.
Easy, kid. Fill your belly first. Miss Sputnik, please get these kids some burritos. Dang, kid, those arms are like chopsticks. Hey, Miss Sputnik, let's make those extra meat. All right, man. Consider my second thought over.
He slumps over the bar, giving a long sigh at an old photograph in his hand. Đây là em. In the photo, he stares at the girl caringly, while he looks cold, longing for independence and freedom. Regardless, nhìn chắc phải Matilda nhỉ.
But get this straight. If I see her fold her arms and give me any of that snooty attitude, we're gone. Out the door, no discussion.
To be continued. Vậy là Golden City là thành phố thật hay là chỉ là tên bài hát? Sao? A few simple letters clear the dust. The underlying concern is evident. Take up a look. April 3rd. I heard blah 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 blah. Return to sender blah blah blah. Take yourself, kiddo. Đây là thư gửi cho em gái à? Small box. Cái hộp nhỏ. Yeah, 60. Ngon. Tí thì chết. Trước xem cốt truyện tóm tắt đâu nhỉ? Game này, không phải. Achieve Atlas đi. Story review này. Verify Sound. Đây, có các năm đây. Kết thúc này đang ở 1990. 1914 1990. Vậy là reverse không phải là đảo ngược lại về quá khứ mà là có thể là reverse chỉ là thời gian bất kỳ à? Nhưng xóa những người đấy ra khỏi lịch sử thôi à? Hay như nào? 94 đây, bắt đầu chương 4 đấy. Prisoner in the Cave 1914 1913. Sao 1914 lại về 1913? Nghe đây là năm 1913. Về một năm trước thì tìm kho báu. Đây bắt đầu chương 4 đây đúng không? Chương 5 đây đúng không? 93 là nó bị đảo ngược này. Này không biết này. 1929 là bắt đầu. 1929 chương 2 1966 1966 1929 rồi lại 1914 lại về 1990. Thế đây là câu chuyện đang ở năm nào? Thật là khó hiểu. Ok, tiếp tục thôi. Tôi chỉ muốn xem đang ở năm nào thôi. Đây đang ở đâu đây? Foundation à? Như này có vẻ giống Foundation. Có phải là Foundation không? Đây là ai? Như này có vẻ giống sảnh Foundation này. As a small box part 3. Nhà ai 14 này. Nhà của Jay à? An old room. The wind sways the window shutters as it blows in through its gaps. The thin door does nothing to block out the noise beyond it. Clattering dishes, clinking glasses, and chattering talk peppers with curses. Curled up on a bed, a girl sniffles, holding her teddy bear tightly. Paulina.
But Joe, those men in white said there won't be any more bad people around the school. And nobody will be hungry, just like before, like with Mom and Dad.
Đây là quá khứ, chắc là nhà này bị đốt xong rồi phải cứu em gái nên là mặt Joe bị cháy.
Give us candy, and soup, and real meat every week, and a big comfy house.
Khổ thân, bé tí mà bị sốt rét. Đây là mùa đông đúng không? Phải dán cửa sổ các kiểu để không bị lạnh đúng không? Vì tòa nhà quá cũ. He raises her little hand as if reaching out to the dreamlike house. Một thân cảm lạnh rồi.
Cover up a little more,
Đây.
Polly. You're gonna catch a cold.
Hồi Joe còn bé chưa có bị sẹo, chưa bị cháy nhà. Her brother wipes her nose with the back of his coat and calloused hand.
You can't trust anything adults tell you like that. If they give us candy or soup or even meat, it's because they want something from you.
Năm nào mà
Nothing you get in this world is just given away. Least of all from people like them.
But they did give me a fun job. See, now I can make straw dolls and sell them for money.
The shabby pile of dolls are stacked up on an old wooden table
That's
nearby.
because they need you. Our little Paulina is one of the most cleverest kids in all of Hate Street.
So, are they bad guys?
Có vẻ
Bet on it. Only good adult I ever met is Mr. Tang.
Mr. Tang.
Okay. But Joe, what if they're not lying? Then you don't have to wash dishes or take off tires or any of that stuff.
Jay! Hey, Jay!
Tăng Chi,
2,000 beers for our guest! Get the move out, lazy boy!
ông chủ à? A loud voice booms through the door. His tone sharp but strangely
Don't overthink
paternal.
it, okay, kiddo? I'm right here with you. Always will be.
Always will be.
Okay. But if you do leave, you have to tell me first. Because we'll always stick together. Deal?
Deal.
Deal.
Deal. He wraps her hair before tucking her and her bear into the blanket.
Sleep tight, Polly.
Sleep tight, Polly. Này, Polly còn bé tí, vẫn ngủ cùng búp bê. Đây, foundation đây đúng không? Polly giờ làm ở foundation hay sao? Foundation branch office San Francisco. Thế mà vẫn giống hệt foundation mọi nơi vậy. Thiết kế bài trí như nhau vậy. Perfectly aligned stone columns blend into the walls. The floor is spotless, overly tidy. Even the lights above shine its exact symmetrical patterns. It is a distant and alien world to them. Nothing like the cluttered alleys and unkempt streets of home.
This place is ritzed up like a palace. Who do they think they are? Who needs a floor that shines like a mirror? What, they hire a dog to lick it clean every day?
Có vẻ thế.
Oh, Philistine as ever, Jay. It's evident the people here must possess exceptional aesthetic taste.
I'm at my limits of you sucking up to them. This place is built like a fortress, a bomb shelter. Makes me feel like I've got a target on my back. Can't imagine why anyone would feel safer here. You ask any artist, they'll say, clean kills the soul. Might look clean and tidy on the outside, but inside...
He looks around absent-mindedly, failing to notice the three staff members working in his way. Whoom! Shoulders collide, sending a small girl crawling over. Matilda!
Just what this place needs. Another stupid oaf that does not know how to watch where he is
Nó gặp
going.
Matilda.
Hey, mind your manners, short stuff.
Short stuff.
Excuse me? Did you just call me short stuff?
Matilda sang Mỹ làm gì vậy? Jay is clearly taking pleasure in the peptide girl's annoyed outburst.
I apologize for my friend, miss. He ought to mind his own manners.
Considering you two look as though you have just wandered in like, how do you say, lost puppies? I'll let it go, just this once.
Okay.
Are you here to register as Arcanus? Sorry, we're just in the middle of a shift change. Please wait a moment.
Isn't it Fiona's shift? She should be able to handle this on her own.
There is work to be done, people! Quickly, vite vite!
Vite vite. Nhanh nhanh, quick quick. Trong tiếng Pháp đúng không? Vite vite. She leads the team away with the swift half-stomping steps.
Hello. Welcome to the St. Pavlov Foundation Reception Center. How can I help you?
Hello. We're here to visit a member of your staff for, some private matters. If possible, we'd like to have a conversation with her in person.
The staff member's smile is visibly forced.
Sure. Please read the visitor's advisory here and fill out these forms.
Sao phải đeo mấy cái mặt nạ này? Lý do là gì? The dense tower of paper tumbles out of her hands, spilling out over the floor.
So sorry, sir. Just let me
Đeo
pick
mặt
these
nạ
up.
giống hội Manus Vidite vậy. Hội Manus Vidite mấy người cấp dưới cũng hay đeo mặt nạ để bị điều khiển tâm trí. Jay bends down to help her pick up.
Relax, miss. It's nothing, just a short visit to my sister. She's like a clerk here or something. Nothing important. Her name's Paulina Lesage.
Paulina Lesage.
Just tell her that it's her brother. Just popping by for a visit.
Jay này là Jay gì? Không phải anh em ruột à? The receptionist falls silent and pale.
Paulina Lesage. Could you tell me your name again?
It's Joe. Joe Brown. You can call me Jay.
Joe Brown, nhưng mà họ kia là họ Paulina Lesage. Fiona anxiously shifts through the scattered papers. She looks down at the list in her hand, then up the person in front of her, repeating the process several times, as if confirming something with delicate care. Then she stands and, after regaining her composure, begins walking down the hall.
Follow me, please.
Thế mà em gái làm cấp gì cao lắm này.
Miss Paulina was one of the first people I met when I joined the foundation. She was so talented, so incredible. It was no wonder they gave her all the big assignments. I could always tell she was very proud,
San Francisco.
but not in an arrogant way. She never turned her back on people. I always knew I could turn to her for advice.
They walk to the end of the corridor. As the staff members move around their work, there is a spirit in the air, light, almost joyful, as if it was the day before the holiday.
It's the first time that we swept Manus that badly. They even forgot the rest of their supplies in the basement. What are they gonna do without those? Now that we have some spare manpower to chase after them, I heard the Team Razor has started searching for the Foundation's lost assets. After all this time, we're finally back on the trail.
I don't know, man. Good as it seems to be, I'm worried the news is getting out of control. Now rumors are spreading everywhere. It could get dangerous. Otherwise, why would we have been assigned here with Mr. Bernard to get to the bottom of this?
Bernard.
Shh, zip it.
Zip it. How is it? The people chatting by the door take notice of the unfamiliar visitors, shifting their gaze as they make way.
What, you guys having a party or something? Never seen an office so smiley.
Feels like a sales day at the mall. All those eager girls and boys running past the window. A mood like this usually comes with good news.
Please don't pay them any mind. They're just chit-chatting. Doesn't really mean anything. It might mislead you even.
She takes the key from her pocket and inserts it into the lock. But she doesn't turn the handle. Her hand rests on it reluctantly. Làm sao? Có vấn đề gì?
Gentlemen, come in, please.
Come in. Ok. Gặp em gái thôi mà. Bánh tráng. Thủ thư à? Thư viện à? Hồi thư viện mà là Cave room. Ok. Phòng lưu trữ dữ liệu. Beams of harsh light descend from above, stretching near to far. The space is vast and silent.
Despite all the smiles, it hasn't been easy for us recently. Our time and resources have been stretched thin. We've suffered a lot of losses. It still feels a little unreal that we're still standing. A lot of good people sacrificed everything they had to get us where we are.
The walls are lined with transparent cabinets, each marked by a stamp-sized photo. Next to the photos, the label numbers increase like a timer, progressing digit. Number grow, taking over the tens to hundreds further. Okay.
Excuse me? I suppose that's also just idle chit-chat. Maybe I don't know any more than they do. I only just wanted to say, since you're family, that Miss Paulina was one of the best people I've ever met. An asset to everyone here at the Foundation.
She stops before yet another column of cabinets, no difference from many behind and in front of them. Each one of the same as every other except for the photo.
Gentlemen, this is where the remains of all those that died in the service of the St. Pavlov Foundation are kept in memorial.
Thì em gái chết à?
I'm so sorry that I have to be the one to tell you, but Paulina is here too.
Vãi, có một cái tay. There's no grave, no coffin or epitaph, just a transparent cabinet to serve as a headstone. A plain and ordinary box, void of any sentiment. Sợ đấy. Có một cái tay này, thấy chưa?
You better know what you're saying, miss.
He pretends not to see it, but he knows exactly what is there. That unmistakably familiar blue ribbon.
I'm sorry, Fiona dear. Would you mind giving us a moment of privacy?
I'll be waiting outside.
Right? Her figure grows more and more distant, receding back through the space until vanishes altogether. Tại sao lại có một cái tay vậy? Có vụ gì xảy ra vậy?
Jay, are you going to be all right? Talk to me, Jay. Is there anything I can do for you? Maybe we can take a look, just to be sure.
No, don't do anything. Damn it, don't you fucking do a damn thing.
He struggles against himself, failing to hold himself back.
How can all that someone was be in a box like this? It's so small.
So small.
This is some kind of sick joke.
Em gái mà còn vừa có một cái tay. Đáng sợ. Jay. Tỉnh táo lại đi.
Easy, Jay, easy.
Easy. Pioneer grips his arm tightly, staring directly at him. The atmosphere is filled with heavy, unspoken tension, until Jay lifts his gaze to meet the mannequin's own.
Do you have her photo? You stay here. I'll go double check.
With trembling hands, Jay pulls out a crumpled old photograph from his pocket. He holds the photograph, comparing it closely to the one on the box. Then a strange look of astonishment washes over him.
Jay! This can't be right. Come here, Jay. You need to take a look at this.
Sao? Jay walks toward him like a zombie, and then...
Wait, this? What the heck? This isn't Paulina.
Nhưng mà Paulina đâu? It is as if a light suddenly flickers on over his head.
So then what? This was all some kind of bullshit? That woman out there just decided to mess with my mind? Or did she not want us to see Paulina?
Maybe they got the photo wrong?
No. Look at that ring on her finger. Polly wasn't married. She couldn't be. She would have told me. Unless... she just doesn't want to see me at all. So maybe she put her friend up to all this. But this just gives her away. Polly said it herself. She'd rather die than stay with me and never live at all. I knew then she'd never look back. Man, this was stupid. Never should have let you talk me into coming here.
I know that sometimes brothers and sisters don't get along, but I thought that only meant little fights, quarrels over toys. This is something much worse.
We're leaving. Now. Ugh. I can't stand the idea that she's just looking at me through a monitor, maybe even laughing at her pathetic loser brother. Get me out of here before I turn this place upside down.
300.
I apologize. I'm sure this loss must feel...
Jay hides his face, making an exaggerated show of his tears. while Pioneer gently pats his shoulder.
Such heart-wrenching news.
Em gái có chết rồi
I'm crying my eyes out.
Sẽ phải giả khóc này. It's an oddly captivating performance. If a headstress didn't work out, perhaps he's out to head to Hollywood.
Oh, but there's nothing we can do now. Sorry for bothering you. We'll be on our way out now.
Let's go, Jay.
Let's go, Jay.
Propped up on one of the mannequin's shoulders, the heartbreaking act is nearly flawless.
Please wait, gentlemen. You need to fill the visitor's log form first. And, let me see, this one.
She pulls out a yellow and one piece of paper.
Please, sign your name here as her next of kin.
Consent form. To document that I've confirmed the death of a Foundation staff member. What is this?
He looks up with disdain, catching himself as he remembers his supposedly weeping face is dry, and buries it back down again.
Why do I have to sign? Don't you understand? I can't take any more of this.
I'm sorry, but please bear with me. I thought we might confirm her belongings with you. It's standard policy, though usually within the Foundation. Then I could ask my superiors. Maybe they'd let you take these home. Here, I'll just need your name and address.
What? That's just sick, miss.
His expression changes abruptly, rising up into the bitter scowl.
You're really asking me to sign some papers? For what? So you can hand me off some old junk and pretend this never happened? You think that's enough to get me to stop asking questions? Where is she? Did you really think it would be this easy, sis? That I didn't care?
He grasps Pioneer and runs off without looking back.
Sir? Sir!
Sir.
Security, stop those two gentlemen! They haven't signed the confidentiality agreement!
Lại đánh nhau à? Before security can react, the duo have already escaped into the crowd.
Excuse me! Man, move your ass or get moved!
They dart through the bustling halls, dodging employees with cat-like grace.
What's going on? They're after us like we tried to ditch a bill for dinner.
Told you these Foundation creeps are all the same. Soon as you don't buy what they're selling, they start trying to get you shot. If she wants to cut me loose, then she can damn well say it to my face. But not like this. Not this bullshit.
They wind through the twisting corridors, until at last they find exit and dive through. There's a wave of uneasy commotions in the hallway as people gathered in a throng. A tall man moves through the crowd. As he passes, the throng goes silent.
Fiona,
Bernard.
Can you tell me what happened here?
Cả Bernard. Ông Bernard này là trong cốt truyện chính trước đúng không? Với Madame G đúng không? Phần 4 đúng không? Phần 4. Phần 3. Kiểu ủng hộ chính sách của Madame G cho Bertin. Cho Bertin làm nhóm riêng. Đây này, Matilda. Cả một người. Bernard. A new guest, vị khách mới. Đây là phòng của ai? Phòng của Madame G. Guest room, đây là phòng của khách. Neatly stacked clothes lie on the bed. The suitcase open and empty. On the eve of her departure, she paces back and forth in the room, tidying as she goes. Mon Matilda.
Route 77. Mais je ne comprends pas. Pourquoi est-ce que l'éditeur du Hatu irait visiter un endroit si désolé? Qu'est-ce que ça pourrait dire sur Urde?
Oud.
D'accord. Au moins je peux passer voir maman.
Maman.
Ça serait certainement une surprise. Ce que leur Mathilda a accompli va rendre toute la famille fière. Ma fille, ma Mathilda, enquêtrice spéciale pour la Fondation Saint-Pavlov. Maintenant, la petite Mathilda ajoute une autre étoile à la lignée de la famille Boaniche.
Knock, 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 knocking on the heaven door. The sound of knocking comes at an inconvenient time.
Miss Bonish, a moment of your time. Unfortunately, it seems our mission has been cancelled.
Tại sao? Nhiệm vụ gì?
Cancelled?
Cancelled?
Why?
You may have heard what Fiona did.
Well, I had heard the chatter about it, certainly, but she only just started as a receptionist. It is no matter if she is a little unfamiliar with the processes and,
Per regulation since the first storm, families of the deceased employees are no longer informed of their deaths. But she made a mistake, or forgot. And the 2 arcanists she received earlier got away from her near the memorial hall. They didn't even fill out the proper forms.
Pas bon. That could indeed represent a serious intelligence leak.
And Mr. Bernard asked that we get ahead of the narrative, before it gets to the press, given how fast the news spreads in this day and age. New orders are for us to find these 2 visitors and prevent the information from further spreading.
Nghĩa là em gái là có khi sống đến năm 1999 này, xong bị đảo ngược về năm 1960 mấy, xong lại đảo ngược phát, xong lại quay lại về năm 1990 này. Nghe đây có khi là năm 1990. Nghĩa là thời điểm này là em không còn tồn tại trên đấy nữa. Thật là khó hiểu. Nhìn dòng thời gian loạn lạc rồi đây.
Of course.
Đây có khi là năm 1990 này.
Task tracking down the editor of O2 will be reassigned to some other team.
Nghĩa là vẫn chết. Đấy vẫn chính là em gái. Nó chỉ là già hơn thôi.
Correct, ma'am. Tracking down these 2 arcanists was given top priority. And...
Nghĩa là cái Paulina đấy năm 1990 không có xuất hiện nữa bởi vì đã bị đảo ngược trong quá khứ rồi.
Those 2 were the same ones you ran into earlier today.
Lý thuyết có vẻ phức tạp. Bắt đầu loạn, bắt đầu giải thích tại sao lại bị đảo ngược bay về năm 1990. Đây là New Age Market. Nên sao toàn người da đỏ này. Fortune tellers, alchemists and arcanists of all stripes gathered together, creating a sprawling marketplace. From magic-infused cards to rare alchemical texts and a dazzling array of herbs, it could have attracted a steady and constant stream of visitors.
My friends, after the harmonic convergence, we discovered the failure of prophecy and eschatology, and the new possibilities of coexistence between the faith in Pneuma and science. They claim there is one God, and God is dead. But is that so? Friends, it's time to abandon the disputes of religions and to know that we are one. God is you. God is me.
Đây là đạo Phật mà. Phật trong tâm. In the midst of bustling crowd, a speaker gives a lecture out to no one in particular, seemingly unconcerned if anyone is listening at all.
We've got information that our escaped visitors have gone into hiding with an energy healer called Mercuria.
Energy healer.
It's crowded here. I'd rather not attract attention to ourselves, so keep your heads down.
Okay. A solitary tent stands out in the corner, a refugee from the bustling crowd.
Some kind of temporary tent, and a sign lying on the ground. Something's not right. I barely sense any arcane fluctuations here.
Could it be a trap? This market is filled with unregistered arcanists. Not to mention the human tourists. There are sure to be dangerous ones among them.
Shh! With her sharp ears, Matilda notices a faint whispering sound emanating from inside the tent.
I shouldn't have come. They're gonna slice me up and feed me to the pigs.
Jojo. The deep, painful cries of the man break the quiet of the moment. Irrelevant. The girl shifts her feet cautiously and if approaching a sleep Hoyt Python. Okay, draws investigator in. She delicately lifts a corner of the tent's opening and peers inside.
Higgs will eat everything. All the bones, your head, not a hair left. That's how they treat traitors.
Jojo.
Pops won't save me then. He won't stand at my side. No.
No. A mysterious girl places her hand over the hulking man's trembling hands.
But here you are, Mr. Geo, shivering like a new leaf, because you're ready for an answer. The answer to yourself.
She sniffed the air around him.
You brought a strange smell with you, and a weak, faltering energy, like that of someone gravely ill. Have you been to any hospitals?
No, just following ledges. Nowadays, only visits we have are the living or the dead ones. Not much in between. We don't deal with addicts or sick dogs. Wait, shut it. Before you start, I'm not buying any of your goddamn spices or candles. I'm just here for an answer. How did you know about the fire that took my family? How? Are you some kind of psychic? Or a prophet? Tell me! Tell me!
Chính là chim tinh học. He jerks his hand away, only to begin groaning at his nails.
No. Oh, I shouldn't have come here. Unless... maybe I'd chop off your pretty little head and give it to him. That'd be my excuse.
In an instant, he presses a dagger against the girl's throat. Matilda finds the urge to rush forward to help. Whoosh! The candle illuminating the room is snuffed out.
What have you got? What do you see in your hand? Is it a knife for my throat? Or a diamond-covered key?
Shut up! Stop babbling! You're just a witch who survived her burning! A liar!
Liar. His hands trembles again.
Breathe. Slow and true. Look at it again. This is a dagger forged in your own dark flame.
He looks at the dagger, as if seeing it through new eyes.
Everything has a shell of meaning. But hold your gaze on it and it all strips away, until those words become strokes of black and that dagger becomes a cold sheet of metal.
Her incense burner releases a puff of strong, scented potion into the air. All at once, the dagger transforms into the blazing fire. It slithers up the man's arm toward his face, rolling and curling like a snake.
What's going on?
Meaning is a cage. Cast off its shackles and nature reveals itself to us. Don't be afraid. Hold that feeling. Now close your eyes with me.
Nhắm mắt lại.
Do you see it? A door surrounded by darkness.
Door surrounded by darkness.
Yes. The door is shaking. Like something's behind it. No, it's scared.
Don't try to picture it. Take away the shell. Just tell me by the impression. Where does it lead you?
To the future.
Home?
Home?
Fire. The door's on fire.
Door's on fire.
No. I don't want to go there. Not there. Someone's screaming. Savina! My baby! No! Help them! Help them, please!
That's over now. Look around. Who is with you?
Pops and others. They're standing with torches and chains.
Who are the others?
I don't know. I don't know. Their eyes are covered by hands. No, not hands. Those are hand-shaped masks.
Manus Vindictae. Manus Vindictae. A beam of light breaks in from above, expelling the smoke and darkness of the scene. The extinguished candle catches the flame once more, and all present return to reality.
Hey, who's this girl? Didn't your mom teach you not to spy on people?
A hand stretches from behind and lifts the investigator up to her feet. You! Behind them, urgent footsteps reach the scene.
Miss Boniche!
Miss Boniche.
Damn it. You're the girl from the Foundation. Ain't that just my luck?
Jay flings the gun from his hands like a hot potato.
Catch him!
Xong. Đánh với Matilda, đánh với Jay đây. Thế đóng vai ai? Lại đánh Matilda trong túi rác à? Matilda. À, đánh Jay à? Thế chúng ta đã đóng vai Matilda, đánh phản diện. Jay. Nó có dùng team này. Dương năng gì?
I can hear it. It's newly made this year.
It's newly made this year.
Gotcha.
Hey, his body's all natural.
Không, vừa hít về làm.
The curtain.
Interrogation. Điều tra, điều trần. Jay, ok, cả nhóm ở đây. And answer divine. Interrogation. Điều gọi là gì? Tra khảo. Ten interior. Bên trong bức lều. Bang bang bang. He falls to one knee, lifting the long grabbed shaft that has been on his back, as spells continue to strike him, forcing him into a step-by-step retreat.
Mr. Brown, we have need of your cooperation. We do not want to hurt you or your friends, but should you continue to resist, we'll be forced to take necessary action.
Okay.
Unbelievable! So rude!
So rude.
Even as an arcanist, all he does is this vulgar hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
Still, that long stick he carries most certainly isn't a toy.
Kiếm, thanh kiếm.
Gentlemen, if you would be willing to come quietly and play nice, I will consider lowering your risk rating in our report.
Cầm kiếm đi chém lung tung. She tries to reason with them, keeping in mind her desire to search for the man who mentions the Manus Vindictae. But he is already gone, and the dagger lies undamaged on the ground. Her teammates gain ground to the whoopee warrior who has sunken to his knees.
I gotta say, sometimes I wish I could take a knee and surrender, but...
no. Sao? He smiles through the bloody teeth.
Sadly, even after all those hard knock lessons, I never learned once how to raise the white flag.
Đánh nhau gì nữa đây? He reaches into the pocket, ready to grasp the handle of his small and agile Bowie knife.
Put it down, Jay. Your fight is over.
Hả? Hỏi chấm.
This is the smoke of burning mandrake. Cover your nose and your mouth.
Miss Boniche, hold your breath. Stay away from the smoke.
But the smoke is already too thick. One by one, they give way, collapsing harmlessly to the ground.
Oh no!
Oh no! The situation changes in the blink of an eye. She moves automatically, falling back into the entrance only to find that the tent has been shut tight. The bound girl and her kidnapper look at each other with disdain, like two squirrels fighting.
You should know that kidnapping a Foundation investigator and interfering with an official investigation is a serious crime. Especially when you've kidnapped the one and only Matilda Boanish, a pivotal figure in the St. Pavlov Foundation we're talking about.
Matilda
Pivotal, eh? Huh. A whiny little pup happens to stay standing from a little smoke. Yeah, I don't see anything worth being proud of.
He extends a finger to give the girl's forehead a sharp flick. At the first approach to integration, it proves surprisingly effective.
Hey! Stop it! This is rude and indecent!
Indecent.
Tell me, did Paulina send you to ask us to sign this bogus confidentiality agreement? Let me guess. She's probably still hiding in the Foundation office, right? Too scared to see her own flesh and blood?
What are you talking about? Who's hiding in our office? We're here to bring you and that mannequin back to the Foundation. This is a serious violation of the Visitors Advisory.
Jay, I think we should ask this another way. Miss Boanish, what proof do you have that Paulina Lesage is dead? As your receptionist claimed, the photo on the box isn't hers, just some look-alike or airbrush job. So how can we believe anything else you say?
Huh?
You're saying the Paulina you know isn't the same as the one in this photo?
Jay seems nonchalant, yet his eyes are filled with concern, a gravity reserved only for great love.
How can I explain this to you? Please, be assured that we have no reason to lie to you at this juncture. Actually, you shouldn't have found out about any of this in the first place.
She falls silent for a long time, pondering how to best express herself.
Maybe I'm not familiar with your Paulina, but I do know that there was a woman at St. Pavlov's named Paulina Lesage, and I know that she died.
Có khi là lý do vì sao không nói cho người nhà biết, bởi vì tự nhiên là quay trở lại đảo ngược đến năm 1990 thay vì đảo ngược xuống năm 18 bao nhiêu. Thay vì đảo ngược xuống quá khứ lại đảo ngược về lại, gọi là quá khứ của tương lai của cái quá khứ kia.
As far as the claims of different photos, mementos, it's complicated, and there is a little I can say freely. But headquarters is working on it, and many other similar cases. I don't have the kind of clearance to know what's really going on, and even if I did, I couldn't tell you. For everyone's safety.
He looks entirely unmoved.
Huh. So our little prize investigator's also in the dark.
Maybe we can just go ahead and jot all these questions down and send them back to the Foundation. Or maybe we set up shop here. Just let any old passerby take a good look at them.
He leaves the chair.
Hey, wait a second!
Wait a second. After a moment, the hostage looks up reluctantly.
If I could prove this Paulina of yours is in fact deceased, then will you come back with us to the proper paperwork, yes? Then we can be getting out of your hair for good.
With the light tone, she proposed a deal. Yet all involved suddenly grow hesitant and quiet.
The burden of proof lies with you, Special Investigator.
All right, but I will hold you to your word, mannequin. Before we begin, I should say I don't do this lightly. But if you need to know, don't say I didn't warn you.
She is released from her ropes. She pushes the other aside, smoothing out the black velvet cloth on the table.
I am a diviner, one that uses crystals. I suspect that sort of practice may already be familiar to you. I'll need an object that symbolizes Miss Paulina, or something related to her. It must have a deep connection to her, something she once owned or often used. I will then begin my scrying using this object to the fog in my crystal orb and reveal to us her current existence. But if we find nothing beneath the fog, I am quite sure you understand what this means. And then I will be needing you to return with me.
Tại sao lại phải tin?
And as I have heard that energy healers are able to detect the flow of Numa, the madame here will be able to prove the authenticity of my divination. No?
I'll see it. Yeah. Like I saw the arcane energy flowing from your little friend's hand to their wand just now.
Jay, what do you think of all this?
Jay leans against the edge of nearby cabinet, keeping his distance and responding from afar.
My sister's little minion back at the Foundation already exposed the lie. Still, seems only fair I get to spy on her back. We'll see who's laughing now, sis. Alright, Frenchie. This is hers. Take it.
Frenchie, người Pháp. A plush teddy bear, its furs now well worn and patchy. Vẫn cầm con gấu của em gái. Is the last thing she had from the parents, and one of the last thing he has of hers. Everything is in place. Matilda eases the tension in her chest and the deep breath.
Then let us commence.
Her hands guard the crystal ball as she closes her eyes. Absence moonlights and ties. Her regular breathing becomes erratic under the stress. But all that is no matter to her. The only thing she has to do is find one person, and she does not even need to find her. Only proof that he exists, or that she does not.
Thread that binds all. Show me the trace of the one to whom this belongs. I bid you to respond.
The crystal ball emits the faint glows in his fingers. A heavy mist rises, obscuring inside the mid of the ball.
Lift the fog. Reveal what existence lies hidden from us. Give us your vision. Sight beyond sight.
Nói tiếng ấy nè, tiếng Anh nè. Give us your vision, sight beyond sight. Không cần niệm bằng tiếng Latin. Time passes and the swirling mist slowly, arcanely dissipates. Matilda withdraws her hand from the crystal ball. She silently shifts her eyes away. The little bear beside her appears to have his eyes fixed on the ball.
What? All that and you just stop? This thing busted or something? Nothing happened.
Jay.
Sao?
The divination is over. The energy is gone. Just like she said.
Sao em gái đã bay màu? Jay finds ignorance. Still, he's far from calmer than any thought he should be.
You come all this way for what? Just another Foundation trick? So, what is it this time? Did you mess around with the orb? Some kind of protection skill? I don't have time for these games.
Jay!
The mannequin's voice is deafening.
It means she's really gone.
Sorry, Jay.
He keeps up his tone, calm face, giving no signs of anger or astonishment. There's no change in his expression at all. He is both emotional and emotionless at the same time.
Jay, are you still with us?
Yeah. I'm fine.
The words hang stiffly on his lips.
So I guess it's legit.
He looks into the crystal ball again. His lips parting, as if wanting to speak, but nothing comes out. Mở mắt ra. Ai đang mở mắt? As if wanting to ask 1,000 questions at the same time, he turns his head again, his eyes drifting out of the crowd market, to a girl dancing in the midst of the crowd, a girl adorned with a crown of flowers. She turns gracefully. The crowd applauds, their face joyful, happy. He wants to cry, to scream, or even to take that ball in his hands and smash it into pieces. But he does nothing. In a swirling storm of grief, despair, Enraged, he finds his center. Unnoticed by the present, the faint crack appears. Sao? Em gái bị mất. Market vendors, I heard that they have falling out the clinic doctors, which led to the doctor quitting his job altogether. Otherwise, why would they need so many rare herbs and injections? Besides, we hear that they desperately seeking a healers and doctors, supposedly because of a mysterious patient in need. Who had the balls to quit in front of the Ledger's gang? Unless, of course, by quit you mean they end up dead. If you ask me, gathering the people and things you mentioned is the small part of their elaborate plan, but enough speculation. There are more eyes watching us now. In any case, they are generous customers, so whatever they're looking for, so long as you keep cash, it doesn't matter. Cái gì? Market Diviner, cái gì đây? Cái câu chuyện ngoài lề. Elysium is coming. The Elysium coming. Sẽ là phải đến trại thương điên. Her luggage is half packed and already overstuffed. She's rushing haphazardly, throwing things in as she goes, unwilling to pause for even a moment.
That smug, know-it-all, manipulative bastard! How is it that I still need to learn not to trust anything that comes out of that stupid lying jerk's mouth? No mail today, sis. Nah, no visitors yet, Polly. Haven't heard a word. Just another pack of lies, and I bought them.
Lại ngày xưa lại hay nói dối em gái. On the desk lies a crumpled stack of invitations from the St. Paulo Foundation. Only one was ever opened.
Hey, Polly, open the door! What are you even doing in there?
Leave me the hell alone, Joe! Who the hell do you think you are to decide my choice? My future, my fate! Don't talk to me. Don't ever talk to me again. I'm leaving today.
I'm leaving today. A fierce response booms through the door.
Whatever! Why are you even this obsessed with this mission of theirs? They're fooling you, sis. Don't you see it? Only two kinds of people that buy the peace be with us kind of bullshit they're selling. The first kinds are those like you, Polly. Stupid kids that don't know nothing about anything except what they've read in books. And the others are the ones fleecing you, taking all you got and spitting you out. Also, they can have more money, more control.
He pours his anger, inadvertently realizing the weight of his own words.
Paul, I'm sorry, alright? I flew off the handle. I made a mistake. But these guys, Paulina, do you think they care about you? About anyone? You're just another penny in their pocket. A coal for their furnace. They'll burn you up and replace you, easy as that. You think you're going out there, do something big, because you don't even know what life is yet. You just read about it in your books, telling you some about a Foundation member paying the ultimate sacrifice for others. Think that makes them some kind of hero. You don't know what that kind of sacrifice means, sis. Do they say how those brave Foundation goons really felt facing death? They aren't going to tell you they were afraid, that they hated everyone who put them there, that they probably shit themselves before they bid it, just wishing they could go home. They don't put that in books, do they? You read what they want you to think. It ain't the truth, Polly. Maybe I'm not smart like you, sis. I can't read the things you read, can't learn like you. I learned the hard way.
Enough, Jay! I really don't give a crap about what you learned on the streets. I don't want to hear it. I'd rather take my chances and die out there than stay here and never live at all.
Jay kicks the door hard, smashing a hole straight through it. He steps in through the now open doorway. Sao? Chửi nhau với em gái. Em gái bỏ nhà ra đi. Gia nhập Foundation.
Je me sens désolée d'être le... Comment dire... porteur de mauvaises nouvelles. Mais au moins maintenant, ils sont prêts à coopérer, non? Seulement...
Only... She taps the ground with the tips of her shoe. There's an unwilling feeling of shame rather than a pride at her work in this moment.
Pourquoi est-ce qu'ils ne se sont pas encore réveillés? Nous devons vraiment rapporter nos informations sur le Manus Vindicte à la Fondation.
Fondation. She paces forward and back.
Après la mort d'Arcana, les restes du Manus Vindicte se sont tous dispersés dans l'air, emportés par le vent, introuvables.
Câu chuyện Matilda 1.3 cũng liên quan đến hội Manus Vindicte. Có Matilda nhân vật chính lại liên quan đến Manus Vindicte.
Ils ont même abandonné tous leurs cachettes et leurs ressources juste pour se cacher dans ces terres. Et il semble qu'ils ont réussi. Il n'y a eu aucune trace d'eux jusqu'à présent. Eh bien, pas encore. Mais je pense peut-être qu'avec cette nouvelle, l'enquêtrice spéciale Matilda Boanich sera celle qui finira par trouver la clé. Je suis très certaine que mes capacités d'analyse exemplaires seront récompensées par nos dirigeants. Oh, peut-être même qu'ils placeront Mademoiselle Sonetto dans mon équipe.
Sim Sonetto luôn. Ước Sonetto về đội. Nhưng Sonetto bên Vertin thì gần đâu. A man bumps into her and then tumbles hard to the ground.
Mind yourself, please. I've had quite enough of these bumping accidents today.
She speaks, but he's oblivious to her word and rises clumsily. His face is a wide contortion of joy and madness, lacking any awareness.
The enlightenment! Soon comes the sufferer's enlightenment!
Sufferer's enlightenment. Huh? Manus Vindicte? There is a familiar pattern on his neck. She freezes in place, taking in shock.
Le signe de Manus? Mais il n'a certainement pas été transformé en ces monstres.
Before she can take the step to follow, her surroundings begin to stir. They come one by one, then more emerging, all pouring in one direction.
Enlightenment!
Enlightenment! Sự soi sáng. John by the Fuller. Lại gia nhập giáo hội gì đây? The crowd stampedes across the grounds. The moment passes, and her immediate surroundings empty, leaving behind only herself and a few indifferent vendors.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Il faut que je suive cet homme.
She attempts to follow him, pushing through against the crowd, but the heavy...
S'il vous plaît, pardonnez-moi. Ouf, ils sont tous tellement en sueur.
She catches the sides of the nimble shadow moving through the crowd.
Yeah. Chant louder, you stupid jerks. The higher you lift those arms, the easier it is to reach into those pockets.
She spies him as he dusts under legs and to the tongue, a short cuff of shots.
Un moyen astucieux de contourner, même si... pas très convenable. Mais je suppose que la morale est loin d'être la chose la plus importante maintenant.
She crouches down and follows his lead. Theo thằng ăn trộm là gì? No one takes notice of her. All eyes are drawn on the older-looking man as he begins to speak.
Our world drowns ever deeper into depravity.
Giáo hội Manus Vindicte đây.
The multitudes trapped in their cages of materialism and logic refuse to acknowledge the coming day of judgment and salvation. Instead, they sell their souls to violence, gangs, and vile music. Though they may laugh or cry, They know nothing of the truth and speak only lies, held hostage to their worldly possessions, but forgetting the value of their souls. But the Sufferer didn't abandon us. They know where the souls are hidden. They will save our lost children. Save us.
Save us.
They suffered burning pain, even faced death for us.
He allows a line of tears to etch down his face. Yet, his words are spoken firm, and he shows no hint of emotion. Indeed, his face is almost mask-like in its stillness.
And now, together we are their children. Only we possess the truth of salvation. Police, governments, communities, and nations are only the deceitful constructs of history. Our salvation lies solely in the return of the Sufferer. But now we must stand, shoulder to shoulder, as we anticipate our coming celebration of the Sufferer. We await. We rejoice.
Rejoice.
We await. We rejoice.
We await. We rejoice.
The Sufferer has heard us. Know this, children. Now take heart, for we have another lost lamb who has cast aside the world to join us.
Aye. From the silent crowd, a man hobbles forward and kneels.
Legers.
Legers.
The Sufferer has bestowed their blessings onto your broken body and welcomes you to be their child. Would you present them your loyalty with the shedding of blood?
Tu sens?
Le sang.
I would.
Legers. Đây ông chủ
And
đây.
I pray.
Hội Legers đây. Dùng huy hiệu rồng. He holds up the dagger, drawing a long sharp cut across his palm, and lets the blood stream down. The blood stains the ground below, forming a mysterious symbol.
Rejoice, for the passage to Elysium has been promised to you.
Ok. Mình rất thánh thôi.
It is time. Follow the bell ringer. The gate to Elysium shall soon be opened.
Đến mình rất thánh. He raised his arms, and the crowd responds with fervent cheers. As he lifts his robe, the answer becomes unmistakable.
C'est le signe du Manus Vindicte.
The sign of Manus Vindicte.
Je dois retourner pour informer la Fondation. Je dois sortir maintenant. Bougez, écartez-vous.
Make
Merde, ça devient bondé.
for Prince Matilda. The uproar stirs the crowd into the agitated frenzy.
No, it can't be. Where is the key to the gate? Apostle Matthias, please wait a moment.
Matthias. The Apostle Matthias. From the platform, the speaker catches the sight of darting figures.
Be vigilant all. There are deceivers among us.
Đây, thằng ăn trộm. Crap. She quickens her pace, rushing without caution through the crowd. Third, two heads collide.
Ouch!
Ouch.
Behold, the deceivers among us!
Where the finger points, the crowd instinctively makes way, leaving the two surrounded in an empty circle. As Matilda returns to her senses, she realizes the dire nature of their predicament.
Papa!
Nó cút. Rồi đánh nhau với cả giáo hội luôn. Đánh nhau với cả đống người luôn. Nghe có vẻ vui. Chọn ai? Team này đi. Cho vui. Woman, get moving.
I can hear it. That's right. Nice tactic.
Nice tactic. Hét cao vậy, nghe điếc cả tai. Ok, một hit. Hai ông già.
can hear it.
Đấm giữa mặt. Spille thế luôn. Thật là nhạt nhẽo.
It is here.
Nice tactic.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant. La charme d'opère. Anyone feeling cold? Hey!
Hey. Mau mình just win that match.
What a tragedy.
This is the one punch.
We walk in long nights.
Soffoca il sangue.
Somewhere. Một hit, xong, đơn giản.
The curtain has fallen.
The curtain has fallen. Matilda!
Dang it, dang it, dang it.
Dang it.
Where did you come from? Didn't anybody tell you whose turf this is? We are in so much trouble.
The boy's pockets are stuffed full, jingling as he moves and making him run in an awkward, clunky manner.
What? I can go wherever I please, you rude little boy! I should have let them catch you!
An engine grows behind them, gaining ground on them fast.
Where did they get this vehicle?
Joe đâu? Ngoài Joe à? Their capture now appears inevitable.
Son of a gun, kid! What did I tell you about making a mess? These freaks are mad!
Beckett, the man on the motorcycle, grabs the boy, pinning him to the back seat in a fluid motion.
Sit back. Rubber's hitting the road.
Ha 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 ha! So long, suckers.
So long, suckers.
Zit! Wait! Are you really just leaving me here?
Her legs are giving out from exertion, huffing with labor breath.
What brings you out here, short stuff? Starting to wonder why we keep running into each other.
Joe! Another engine roars, and then throttle eases as it pulls up alongside her. Joe không buồn nữa.
You should have listened to me and waited in the tent! You oaf!
You've got a funny way of saying thanks, French fry. If I listened to you back there, you'd have been stuck here and hung out to dry.
French fry rồi. Khoai tây chiên.
I got straight A's in SPDM's PE tests. I do not need your help. I can take care of these cookie cultists all by myself.
As you wish, my lady.
You wish, my lady. He is more than happy to accommodate her, putting a sizable distance between them before slowing again.
Release the Glaucus!
Glaucus. Nghe có vẻ sợ. The magical creatures snarl and bare their teeth from the cage before bursting out. Có vãi, bọn này. Bọn creatures.
No, they don't have such an acute sense of smell. It must be a kind of mutants they tamed.
Chạy đi, chạy thôi.
Knight in shining chrome at your service. Say the word.
Sau này chắc phải đánh bọn đấy rồi.
Please, keep your distance, sir. It is me they are after. You must keep yourself safe. I am an investigator of the St. Pablo Foundation, and it is my duty to protect civilians.
Her words feel strikingly familiar, and also familiar hurry steps. Fuego! Huh? Her incantation is interrupted as she lifted unwillingly onto the back of Jay's motorcycle.
Get on, Frenchie. Really didn't want to get involved, but you were starting to look like a lost puppy, so I'll forgive you.
Okay.
You know, Short Fry, if you're trying to protect someone, you should learn when to accept their help.
Khổ thân, Matilda.
No one gets anywhere in this world alone, not even at your big shot foundation.
The wind howls past as they pick up speed. Matilda sticks her head up to speak.
What did you say? I cannot hear you. The wind is too loud.
I said take the help.
Take the help. What?
I said take.
A number of profanities tingle on his tongue. but for the moment he swallows them back.
Hold on to your socks. Water ahead.
Nước. Lướt trên mặt nước anh như cơn sóng. Yeah. To be continued. Chương tiếp theo. Best bud. Best guess. Bạn tốt. Ok. Chúng ta trở lại quán rồi. Thoát rồi. Thoát khỏi cái khu chợ thời đại mới. Được sáng lập bởi những thành viên của giáo phái Manus Vitae, gọi là tín đồ. The motorcycle slows as it enters the alley, having lost their mad pursuers. Familiar faces pause around nearby, marveling at the new arrivals.
Jay, where did you get this chick? I hope you aren't looking for a babysitter.
Hey, Jay! You say hi to Pioneer for me. Those heels he recommended helped me land a big role.
Hey, Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Right?
It's Mr. G.
Brian, I've been looking for you. All thanks to you and that badge you got me, they finally gave me a room down at the shelter. They even offered me some dishwashing work tomorrow.
Okay.
No more sleeping in tents or under the overpass. Bless you, Mr. G.
Bless you, Mr.
I owe
G.
you my life.
Tên là Mr. J không phải G. Jay stopped his bike, reaching out to grip Brian's hand.
Oh, come on, Brian. Weren't you the one that helped me get that girl's number? You help me, I help you. That's the deal.
From a distance, a man leading a critter approaches.
Hey! If it isn't my favorite customer, Jay! I got the latest edition of Motor Babe. You interested?
Okay.
I swear they're not pirated.
Jay offers only a warm smile as a reply, before kicking up the stand and twisting the throttle of his bike.
See you guys.
Hey! Hey! I'm talking to you, Jay! Want it or not?
Isn't that man calling you?
Jay?
What are you saying? Sorry, this kitten here purrs pretty loud.
This thing you have behind your back? Is it not troublesome? Why do you take it with you?
Oh, my dad gave it to me. Carried it around for years.
Okay.
What is it?
Hold on tight. We're almost there.
Cái gì? Phải chăng? Rồi sao? Items are strewn on the table, as though presents stroke their chins, pondering over them.
Here's everything that was in that bell ringer guy's pockets. Think I got everything. Except anything that he was wearing under that getup.
Chìa khóa đến thành phố vàng.
There ain't enough money in the world to get me to rifle through some shit called this undies. Hey! Hollick, what was that for?
Sorry, kiddo. Jay said I gotta knock you on the head anytime you cuss.
Okay, không được nói bậy.
Exactly, Hollick. We gotta teach this potty mouth some manners. Especially when there's a lady present.
Well, seems I have you to thank, Miss Buanish. Years of wasted effort trying to cultivate gentlemen out of these cads, and you manage it in hours.
The girl nearby is fiddling with a complicated device, unfazed by their commotion.
SPFI portable contact device activated. Welcome.
Welcome.
Verification success. Registered user Matilda Buanish.
Access level
B.
It worked! I have a higher rank now.
Okay.
I won't be making the same mistake twice.
Ok, vãi. Đây chính là sức mạnh của Investigator hạng B. Hồi trước thì có ở 1.3 là mãi không được.
Apologies, as there have been no abnormal arcane fluctuations detected. The emergency support team is currently occupied.
Trước là mãi ở 1.3 mãi không kêu gọi được trợ giúp.
Please provide further details so that we can evaluate the necessity of emergency assistance.
Manus Vitae.
Support will be arranged in order of priority.
Manuscript dictée.
I knew I should have applied for an expansion to our team. They will be of no help at all. I will have to send my entire team back just to deliver my report to the Foundation. So we must count on them to bring support back.
Oh yeah? Support? You want to be a part of this, French Fry? You finally taking an interest in all of this?
This is a central part of our mission. The Foundation will deal with this without letting nosy civilians like you get involved. If you must insist on helping us, I suggest you provide what information you know, and then I, Special Investigator Matilda Buanish, will solve the problem and save the day.
Okay. She reaches out to the key on the table, but the large hand covers it before she can grab it.
Yeah, not going to do that. There isn't one of us here on Haight Street that would stand aside while someone else saves us. You want to get a clue about this place? Then the first thing you gotta know is that we deal with our own problems.
He makes no move to remove his hand, staring at her intensely.
This would defy regulations. I would need to file for a special approval.
Well, you can have the key, little investigator Boanich, since you're so dedicated to your job. Whether you get your special approval or not, we're going to be the ones to take down those bastards. It's not about vengeance. It's that the people here, they'll never trust someone to do this for us. We have to do it ourselves. Judges, police, your foundation. One rat's nest after another promised to bring us change and then left us to the wolves. Nah. Worse than rats. At least they know how life here really works. At least they see us. At least rats don't claim to be our saviors.
Okay. He withdraws his hand and allows her to take the key.
We can only trust someone who's been through the trenches with us.
Okay. The key feels heavy in her hand, as if something weighty were attached to it.
Thank you, Jay. This must be the key to Manus's Elysium.
Thành phố vàng ư?
Mercuria, would you?
He looks up, signaling for her to continue with explanation.
Yeah. This will be the key to wherever their hideout is. A place of dark revelry. They've kept it a close secret.
Ai ngờ lại xử lý hội Manuscript ở đây vậy.
But I've seen those
Có vẻ như là cũng khá là quan trọng, câu chuyện khá là quan trọng này. Không biết sắp tới có gặp mấy cái thượng.
Their flesh and their spirit.
Trưởng nhóm của hội
It
Manuscript
wasn't their own anymore.
Lãnh đạo Manuscript.
Big shot businessmen groveling and sobbing at the feet of their apostle. And the most loving mother I know. She abandoned her kid by a dumpster.
By a dumpster luôn.
The friends we've lost. It's like they're gone.
Không biết Akana chết thì ai lên làm lãnh đạo của Manuscript nhỉ?
Until one day, they just vanish, never to be seen again.
She shakes her head.
So, we must find this gate and flush out their nest of vipers before they can open it once more. Otherwise, our mission here and your chance to avenge your friends will fail.
Okay. She bursts up from her seat before falling back down.
Gets even better from there, French Fry. That ceremony of theirs is set for the day after tomorrow. They're planning something big. Bigger than anything they've thrown at us before.
Vụ gì đây? The boy raises his hand, eager to answer.
Yeah, I heard that big guy mumbling stuff like, the last revelation or something.
The last revelation.
Kinda weird seeing a big dude crying like that.
Cơn bão gì đây?
The last revelation? Perhaps then this is the last time Manus plan on opening the door to their Elysium?
Everyone knows what is implied.
And then they will be gone. Perhaps for good.
Không,
Jay,
không chuyện đấy đâu.
You got a lot of friends there still. What'll you do when they point their knives at you?
Làm gì đó.
How do we keep their sacrificial lambs from leaping off the cliff?
He dare not shy away from his answer.
Not my business to save someone who doesn't want to be saved. Never even really thought of saving everyone. Not in a long while. It's not worth the pain.
Okay. While the answer weighs heavily on the others, it brings her some relief, born out of trust, if nothing else.
I see.
I see. The girl from the Foundation piles up.
Unfortunately, I cannot disagree this time. Still, we have time to make preparations in advance. Support is on the way, so until then, we must stay below their attention. I'm thinking that maybe we may try collecting more information by infiltrating their followers. Perhaps then, we will have a better chance to find this gate of theirs.
Okay, Makiria. Gia nhập đi. Gia nhập hội ý kiến đi. She supports her chin as she stares out, strategizing in her mind.
Sure, Tildy. Tomorrow I'll show you around the New Age market. You can meet some of my friends. Figure out how to fit in.
Đây, Makiria khá là hợp để thâm nhập vào
but maybe a change of outfit first. Who knows who might recognize you? And the St. Pavlov Foundation is not the most welcome organization around here.
I see. Thank you very much, Miss Mercuria. Oh, and I remember you know that Gio. We might collect some further information from him.
Gio? I don't know who you mean.
Jojo. Her voice is sincere.
But do you not remember? It was just as I arrived. You had a visitor, and you called him Gio.
Jojo.
I haven't had any visitors all day.
Ủa, tại sao? Cái gì vậy?
That cannot be. Jay, you saw him, yes?
Cái gì vậy? He meets her eyes with a blank expression.
The only thing I remember is some weirdo investigator poking her head into this tent.
Matilda stammers in bewilderment at the answers. Tại sao? Tại sao lại phải giấu Matilda? Cái gì vậy? Chả hiểu gì cả. Thế là khó hiểu. Tin tưởng nhau rồi, không tin tưởng nhau nữa. A wanting dinner. Ok, có vẻ như hôm nay tôi chơi đây rồi. Đây là chắc là nhà của Ledger này. Cái đàn piano này chả lẽ đây là Forget Me Not. Go fetch.
During the restless nights of my adolescence, I had no one but Plappy there for me.
Một phần hôm nào tôi sẽ chơi tiếp. Giờ kiếm đồ nâng Makiria phát. Ok. Cảm ơn mọi người theo dõi. Giờ tôi đi đây. Bye bye. See ya.